we've been knowing each other for nearly 2 years now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I think, in October 2 years ago that we first were introduced to one another. And we've been meeting on average either weekly or fortnightly after that, depending on how things are. But it's always been a regular contact, yeah. I didn't think of advocacy right off. I had just retired and I knew that I wanted to fill that gap in my life that leaving my job had left. So I went along to look at all aspects of voluntary work, but it was advocacy that particularly caught my eye and thought that might be something I could do and something I would like to do. So from there I came along to the advocate office and spoke with Barbara, with yourself, and we talked about what it would involve, the commitment that's needed to do, especially because I do a long-term advocacy and not a short-term advocacy, to understand the commitment involved in that. And from there came along to some classes where we discussed different aspects of advocacy, which I found very helpful. I think the challenges that we've had to meet in the beginning, of course, was me learning to understand you. I think you've been very patient with me, but you have very good staff on hand, and if I don't understand what you're saying, I can always refer to them. Our other challenges have been dealing with the changes in the benefit system. I think the biggest challenge has been to avoid getting too frustrated with the stumbling blocks or with the closed doors that we've met. We've had to deal with a lot of people, but we've got a lot of advice from the advocacy in order to deal with that and who to go to. And some of the people that we've gone to have been the Citizen Advice Bureau, who were very helpful, but again were very limited, in what they could do. We had a good ear when we went to talk to the lady who was the secretary for our local MP. She certainly seemed to be very understanding, didn't she? And she has carried forward with that. You've always been very patient with me and my lack of knowledge of anything modern or technical. But I'm now managing to use Facebook, aren't I? Which has only come through my friendship with you. So you've advanced me technically. It's good, it is good, yeah. It's a great way of communicating. And we've been able to put up our photographs, especially of our special outing this year when we went to see Her Majesty at the garden party. That was a good day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gave us a chance to dress up and go along and join all the many people there and eat all the lovely food. When I think of being an advocate over the last few years, I think the biggest thing I've got out of it is my friendship with you. I think we have great fun when we meet and we have a great laugh. And I hope I've brought as much joy to you as you've brought to me.